realize I don't need to be part of no gang to
Nah.
get females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Yes.
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now I know.
Man,
I would listen to your show and I was like, what does it mean, you know? Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. You know, some people talk about, it's like they're 60 on the list.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it. You know, I mean, he kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to feel good about yourself. Like, it's about to be 160 degrees.
you take your characteristics that you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear down. And that's basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life, not just with women. You can do it with your employment. You can do it with sports. Basically anything you want to. And it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years,
Part of no gang
Nah.
to get females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now I know.
Man,
I would listen to your show and I was like, what does it mean, you know? Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. You know, some people talk about, it's like they're 60 on the list.
man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it. You know, I mean, he kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to feel good about yourself. Like, it's about to be 160 degrees.
you take your characteristics that you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear
Welcome to
down.
Blog Talk Radio.
And that's basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life.
Your
not
show is
just with
scheduled
women.
to start
You can do
in
it with
8 minutes,
your employment. You can do it
55
with
seconds.
sports. Basically anything you want to. And it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years back, man, I would not have gotten a divorce. I promise you that. And I even say this much, with what I know now, with the mind state I got now, and I've got texts from my ex talking about, this is strange, and I didn't put these words in her mouth. She said, Ken, I really respect you. That's what she texted me.
Very first time I heard of you, roughly 3 weeks ago. And I listened to that interview over and over and over, and then finally I thought, well, I'll check out his, I'll search him on, I'll Google him, and then
8 minutes
bought one product.
until showtime.
Oh, shit, this makes sense. And then then I went to the next one, and it was, well, you get out of life what you put into it, and it snowballed, and then I was just, man, oh man.
You gave me that foundation. Like you've always said that human thinking, if you're a human, you can't have alpha thoughts. But there's a difference between being a human and trying to have alpha thoughts versus adapting what you've learned to what suits you as a person, as a man, and to say, well, these are the rules that these work for me,
Right. What you doing, man?
Yo, I'm great, Dean. Yeah, real good, man. Yeah, for real. I just really like to say how much Dirty Talk has really had an impact on everything I do, or every sort of interaction I have with women now. It's great.
Let me ask you something. But wait, let me ask you something, Tim, real quick. Before you
7 minutes
really got into Dirty
showtime.
Talk, what is the difference between how things were before and how things are now? Dirty Talk.
I'd say
what is the difference between
before I
how
started
things were
listening
before
to the
and
Dean,
how things are now?
I mean, I did pretty well with
what
women
was the difference between?
before, but the problem really was I didn't have the how can I put this? I guess sometimes I would give myself excuses not to talk to women, not to really get what I wanted, not to go after what I wanted. And since I listened to Dean, that's no longer a problem. I mean, I go for what I want, and I don't take it personally if it doesn't go my way.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
6 minutes
and
until
also,
showtime.
I mean, to be honest, my success with women now is at a point where it works so well. It's actually a problem.
Okay. Well, what was the turning point on the progress that you made?
Well, the turning point was really taking the time, having the programs, learning what was in them, to take the time to take care of her and to figure out what she needs and to do this for her, to make the effort to get her what she needs in the bedroom, to service her.
Oh man, now you're servicing the shit out of her, huh?
Every day.
Well, describe the situation. What went down? How did it go down?
Well, so I finally figured out what she needed. I was, playing with her, like using one of the 5-play techniques, and I found one that she liked.
5 minutes
and I
until showtime.
went with it. And then I replaced my fingers with my tongue. And so I'm down there, like the email describes, and I get this liquid in my eyes, a strange salty taste, and I didn't mind. And I thought it was just lubrication. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then she starts gyrating, and she's got the stomach motion going, and her face, her eyes roll to the back of her head, all that stuff, and she's making noises.
That's pretty much.
And then she climaxes.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
She hits the peak,
Go ahead.
and just like you taught me, I keep going, and I do it for a good 15 minutes before she says, "Okay, you gotta stop," which is good for me because my jaw, my tongue was like
20-30 times since.
Now wait.
It made me feel good. It made me feel good to know that I'm taking care of her right. She made me feel good about that too. She was like, "Oh, I've never had anyone do that before." All that good talk that they give when they come, and like to see my sheets drenched was
until showtime.
Amazing.
And I played it like a human.
And I wouldn't have been able to do it on my own. I mean, like I wouldn't have stood a chance.
Yes.
I would have went in there, flopped around on top of her for like 5 minutes and went to bed. That would have been it. So I learned quite a bit.
Like satisfied.
Wow.
Okay, when I would bring new women in, when I would see beautiful women, I talk to them, give them my details. I would say, yeah, well, okay, that's great. We'll meet sometime, next week, for example, and I would completely forget.
Got some water.
I'd completely forget about it.
Got up, got some water, and then she said, "I got her."
It was so cool. I was thinking, so many other women every new women that I bring in, I either forget to call them, forget to message them back,
and then I was like, all right. But I'd
have no free time myself trying to fit a day in a girl in each day to see. I'd have no free time myself, and I'd start missing the things that I like to do. I play a lot of sports. I like to work out. Things like that. That's important to me.
It just reconfirmed what I already knew.
How did that make you feel?
And it really just got to the point where I had three good women.
You want to be Superman, but you think you're like Magneto. you thinking you like, man.
She respecting you as a man?
She respects me as a man. She does not, as of this point, she does not challenge me anymore. She is good to me. She is very, very good to me because I earned that shit. I'm low tolerance, no tolerance. There's no bullshit. We don't fight. We don't have arguments, nothing like that. We're good to each other. And if she were to change, she understands that would be the end of it. There's no tolerance for that kind of thing.
Until showtime.
What is no tolerance to you? What is that to you?
No tolerance to me means you don't compromise on your values, the things that make you who you are. And my values were instilled in me by some of the products that I got from you, and everything that you've ever said, every word that you say in the products is to my benefit. It is to her benefit too, really. But these are things that I've instilled into my life. I live by these things. These are my laws, rules, and codes, and I don't compromise on them. Period.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And
the thing that made me want to stick with you is when I first emailed you to ask which product I should buy. You didn't email me back. You called me. You called me to assess my state, my where I was in the game.
Yes.
You called, and at that point, I wasn't even talking to women. And I remember distinctly, you told me, "All right, put some clothing on, go to the mall. We're about to have your first experience." And you took the time out of your day. We must have spent a total of 3 hours on the phone
until showtime.
Of you explaining how it works, and about the free boot camps and that. Talking to women is not even stepping on the field yet. That doesn't count for shit.
Right.
So you forced me. You didn't force me, but you encouraged me to do it, and I did it. I went out and I just said hi. That's all it was. Just say hi. I remember that distinctly, and from that moment on, and especially after I learned the principle of one mentor. You have one mentor because you don't need more than one mentor. It's not good for you. There's one system. You have one system. You try to add things to it, you fuck it up. You can't do that. You have one system and you use that system, period. And obviously it works for me. Yeah. So
when I started listening to your show, I realized I don't need to be part of no gang to get females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man and
Yes. Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious.
Your show
I
will
was
go
that
live in
nice
5
guy,
seconds.
but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just.
I'm a new recent listener. I think you are fucking amazing. I wish there were more people like you. I just think I try and catch listening to your station whenever I get a chance. I just think you're straight up. I love the way you just say it like it is. It's fucking amazing. Too bad there are not more guys like you.
I like what you do because not only are you helping these gentlemen, you're also helping us. Because as a woman, I don't want a wimpy guy that I can walk all over. And believe me, I have a million of those guys chasing after me, and they completely turn me off. Women like a strong man. Women like a confident man. They like men that have a life. And they like men that don't drop everything, just because she snaps her fingers.
Have more respect for men that are like you three that keep the shit 1,000 than these motherfuckers that are thirsty and come at right. But it's more of the game, the storylines, the lies. If I had a man that kept shit 1,000 with me and I know he's 100% real, yeah, we're fucking every day if it's by my choice. But motherfuckers out there don't know how to keep shit real, and they think they about real, and they not. They think they know how to fuck, and they don't.
The Man Mindset Show celebrates the strength, wisdom, insight, and purpose men carry throughout their life and throughout this world. Our purpose is to develop strong character, communication skills, and teach a secret system of power, hidden knowledge that will lead you through your own personal development and growth. You will learn new information to help you develop a proactive direction and goals, and also how to control sexual thoughts and outcomes. Most importantly, you will gain the ability to produce desired results in any endeavor undertaken, ultimately leading to a realization of your own purpose and mission in life. Learn how to reinvent yourself and to see the world with a new set of eyes without any self-sabotage or excuses. It's game time!
All right, what's going on, everybody? www.themanmindset.com. What's up, everybody? Squid, what's up with you, man?
Hey, what's going on, everybody in the Man Mindset land? I'm here in for the time being, sunny South Florida, actually not South, Central Florida. And man, the roads are crazy, kid.
It's crazy out
If
there.
anybody's watching watch the highways, man. It's backed up. All of Miami's on I-75 and I-95. It's crazy up here.
The weather is just fucked all my shit up. Anyway, guys, y'all want to call in? Hey, but it ain't fuck everything up. You want to call in? Guys, 646. Wait, stop, man. You make me fucking laugh. 515-605.
That's not even the right number. There you go.
I'm going to get it, dog. Come on.
You better give everybody the wrong phone number.
Yeah, hey, dog, come on, man.
Now.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that storm I got issues with that storm. 515-605. 9373 is the number. 515-605-9373 is the number. We are going to talk about the glorious life of being an alpha man, being an alpha male, and having man.
Yes.
It is nothing greater, guys, than being a man that has motherfucking options, man. Anyway, y'all want to call in? Y'all remember y'all call in. Y'all got the number. Y'all see the number. Call in, press 1. We'd love to have you in there. Guys, don't forget, if you have the Man Mindset membership, you can go to patreon.com/The Man Mindset, and you can go ahead and join the membership. I just put up a flirting technique last night, and this Saturday we're going to have a webinar for the members. So, guys, call in. Let's talk. What's going on in my chat room? Want to say what's up to the chat room family out there that's listening on YouTube. We are on Facebook as well. Want to say what's up to everybody or anybody that's on there. But, excuse me. Oh, man, I'm feeling fucking awesome today. Regardless of the bullshit weather, I'm feeling awesome. But we are going to talk about something that a lot of you guys, the thing that we try to do is we try to help you guys understand the power that you have as a man. The choices and options that you have as a man. The women that you can have as a man. But what I want to do, because we're going to talk about this today and we're going to take your calls. We're chopping it up with my boy Greg. We're chopping it up with you guys. We're going to talk about today about what also happens when you're not a man in a woman's eyes. Now, Greg, I was checking out this chick on YouTube, man, and she was fine as fuck. Badass joint. And she was talking about alpha males. And everything she said was spot on. So what I decided on doing is grab what she said. I broke it down. We're going to play those clips as well so they can hear it from her mouth. Because there's one thing hearing it from these, these ugly bottom of the barrel type motherfucking women. I want you guys to hear from beautiful, sexy women, their thoughts on alpha males and the lifestyle that is not a privilege. Excuse me, it's not a right, it's a privilege. That's better, right, Greg? It's not it's not that. Anyway, guys, it's not at all.
It's always not. It's not a privilege to be that you are that, and sometimes I think people forget that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You don't have a right to it. It's not a privilege. It's something that's earned.
Yes.
So, something that's earned is not a privilege, and it's neither is it a right. It's something that what it says is earned.
Right, absolutely, and that's the power that we want to talk to you about, having that mindset, gentlemen. This is what it's about, having that mindset, having that power of choice, going out of your house every day knowing that you are going to give a woman, you're going to make her day. Because most women are with losers, cookie cutters, weak-ass boyfriends, weak-ass husbands, or by themselves, and they are looking for the mythical creature that hangs out with the unicorns, hangs out with the elves, the leprechauns, and the smurfs, and that is the true alpha male, and we're going to talk about that today. But before we get into that, I want you guys to hear this. Greg, how many times have we talked about this, Greg? There's this new thing going around. They named it now. I think it's called Fuddy. Wait, what the fuck is that? What was it called?
It's actually called foodie. It's
Foodie. Yes,
there's like fruity.
Right, fruity, but foodie. Yeah. There's a thing that women are doing now to a lot of the cookie cutters out there. It's called foodieing. And we have told you about it, but I want you to hear from a woman again how it is, because y'all don't believe me when I tell you in this world, you are either hunting as a man or you're being hunted. There is no middle ground. That is what it is. You are either going to hunt as a man or you're going to be hunted. Let me go ahead and play this clip for you guys. Check this out, Greg. Check this shit out.
Before pre-Insecure, I used to do what I call foodie calls, which is very different than a booty call because it really just ends after dinner, in that you're really only going on the date because you're hungry, like not because you necessarily care about the guy. I don't necessarily recommend it. I'm not proud of it, but it was a necessity. Also, I'm kind of proud of it. It's fine. Like, I feel like every lady has done a foodie call where you're just like, it's Friday, Trader Joe's is closed down, and you're like, I'm still kind of hungry though. And then, the guy that you're maybe like, is not going to go anywhere, but wants like some of your time. Which, you know what? I think it's a fair trade-off because you, sir, wanted my time and I wanted a meal. So it's an even exchange of sorts, a social commodity, if you will. And so I went on one said foodie call, and it was like a frou-frou restaurant in Beverly Hills. I think he was like trying to impress me. And they brought out like a precursor. It was like olives and almonds in olive oil. And I was eating them, and I looked over and I realized he wasn't even touching it. I was like, oh, would you like some? And he didn't know what it was. And I was like, I'm sorry, there's only two things. It's an olive or an almond. Which are you not familiar with? Whatever one it is, it's all bad. It turns out he didn't know what an olive was at that time. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. Free food is not what it's all cut out to be. Please take me home.
And they and the great thing is, Greg, they laugh at these guys.
Man, thinking the same thing. I'm like, this chick is actually laughing. He breaks heavy bread to get nothing.
Nothing.
And we live in this, and the thing that's so crazy about it is, guys, y'all actually think that women deserve respect for what reason it is? I can just imagine.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Greg. You're breaking up a little bit.
Hold on. This is crazy to me.
Okay.
Okay, this was really pissing. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly. Go ahead. Please say what you were saying.
Okay, this is what's really pissing me off about this thing. You can just imagine, guys, the live face that this chick has on, like her delivery toward him, while in her mind, see that voice right there, that's her inner voice. And she's laughing at you, dude. And y'all think you should respect chicks for what reason again?
Because they have a body.
Carte blanche, respect them?
Yes.
Come on, man. Listen, dude. This chick right here is probably indicative of what at least 60% of them think when you give them more credit than they deserve.
Yes.
Now, to the alpha, she ain't eating. No, she's eating with you and getting beaten with him. That's what happened. She eats with you, gets beat by me. That's it.
Yes. And that's the thing that we're trying to show you guys out there. There again, women are going to hunt weak individuals who don't know what they're doing. And when I say what you're doing, guys, I'm talking about the way you talk to them, the way you try to exchange information, the way you are when you talk to them or text them the first time, the way you are when you go on your date, what you do on the date, what you do after the date, how the conversation goes after that point. Then, if you're lucky enough to get a kiss or you're lucky enough to mess around, how that's going to go. So if you are not on your shit on every single level, she is always going to look for somebody else to fill the void, and that's where we come in. We don't have to be in relationships with women. We can just be with women. We have choices, we have options, and to have the choices and options that we have are great. It is nothing like seeing these women that just line up waiting to be with you, hoping that the sun, moon, and stars line up, Greg, and you give them an opportunity. You see what it's saying, the key word? You give them an opportunity. That's what we're talking about. As men, you give the woman opportunity. Now, Greg, I got something I want to play real quick because I want to get your thoughts on it. Let's listen to what a woman. Now, Greg, this bitch is she a bad bitch. She fine as fuck, but she is dropping nuggets and gems. This is one of those things where women shouldn't be giving this information out. But we're gonna listen to this and we're gonna talk about. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. These are gold nuggets because you need to hear this, guys, from beautiful women, not average women, beautiful women. Let me go ahead and play that. Guys, y'all want to call in, 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1 will bring you in, but let's play this. Listen to this.
One common thing I hear over and over is, why is it that women want bad boys? Why is it that women always say they want a good guy, but they will pass up the good guys, cheat on them, screw them over for the bad boy type? So I've heard that question so many times I had to film a video on. I'm going to try to explain what I think, okay? This is just my opinion. When you take away all of our socialization skills since birth, we are just animals.
Yes.
Our animal instinct as female mammals is to mate with alpha males, to continue the species with the strongest male out there. The strongest seed has, the most chances of survival. That's just evolution's way of weeding out the weaker genetics from the gene pool. And the alpha males, the males will fight for the rights to mate, to spread their seed, to make copies of themselves. And only the strongest male, the alpha male, will be able to mate with the females. And I believe some of that instinct is still left in women today. I mean, that's just what we were here to do. And
let's stop right there, Greg. What is your take on that? Let's. What she's saying is,
she's slapping that shit over the fence, bro.
Dog, peel it now. Before I get to you, Greg, she was saying, if you take away what society has blinded men and the world with, you take everything away. Matter of fact, you take away the electricity. You take away the lights, the houses. You even take away fire and get back to our primitive nature. Nature, that is. Nature doesn't Facebook. Nature doesn't tweet. Nature doesn't do anything. Nature is just nature.
Nature does.
What's your take on that, Greg?
Hey, man, she's telling 100% gospel in that shit, dude. And, the crazy part about it is, it kind of goes back to that example you love to use when you're rubbing it in some of these ain't shit chicks' faces, that even in nature, when the strong male wins, what happens to whatever was left behind by the
He gets rid of it. He kills it.
He gets rid of it.
Yes. He gets rid of it.
Now, we're not suggesting, guys, that you kill any remnant of her past, other than figuratively speaking. We don't mean it literally.
Yes.
But nature is always nature.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, shit, they shot apart.
I'm not done. There's more to it, but I want to talk about nature, and I want to talk about why women love guys like us. Now, she's going to talk about it in these things, but I just want to talk about a little bit. She's going to talk about it also. She's going to reinforce what I'm saying. But the number one thing that you guys don't understand is that guys like us are hard to get. Not every woman on earth likes to go for the nice guy who is easy to get. Most women want something that is a challenge. Someone who knows what he's doing.
Or something they can't have.
Someone that he can't have. Hey, Greg, you know how great it is to know that there are women out there that want you, and you know that, at any time I can grace them with my presence, and I will make their day. I know that sounds arrogant as fuck, but isn't that a great feeling to know that?
It's not arrogant, it's confident, it's convincement. not arrogant. I'm convinced that these things are going to happen, and that's why they happen.
Oh, absolutely. But let me go to the next clip. Let's play the next clip because it's get deeper. Listen to this, Greg. Listen to this.
So what women do is they claim to want a man that's going to listen to them and be there for them, and someone they can talk to, and someone that listens and actually understands them. But yet they turn around and they want to go have sex with the alpha male, or they seek attention from the alpha males. So that is one of the reasons women do that. But what men need to learn is good guys out there. Because I've heard a lot of good guys, comment, I'm a good guy, I work hard, I'm a decent man, and I can't get a good woman or a really attractive woman that actually, wants to stay with me. I get screwed over. Why is that? Well, what you need to learn is you need to learn how to you need to make women think you don't need them. Women know that you need them for sex. You need to make them think you don't. You need to learn how to say no. When you put a period after no, it becomes a complete sentence.
Ooh.
Don't say no, but, and try to explain yourself. No. Learn how to stand up for yourself, be more stern and dominant. Women respond to dominance.
Now let's talk about that, Greg. She's hitting home runs. What a lot of guys don't know or don't understand is that with a true man, you stand by your principles. You don't let anybody disrespect you at all. And if they do disrespect you, they are replaceable. And that's the thing that a lot of you guys don't do. You allow these women to come into your lives and disrespect you. You allow these women to come in your lives and tell you what you need to do, how you need to change, how you need to behave. And you have to understand, for a lot of you individuals out there, you are becoming what is known as a caged animal. And being a caged animal means that you are really truly going out of your nature. And what I mean by going out of your nature is that you gentlemen out there are supposed to go after what you want, when you want it, with no questions asked at all. But yet, like she said, you guys always say no to a woman, but you always give reason why you're saying no. You always make excuses of why you're doing things. And these are some of the qualities that turn women off. Women do not want individuals that they can walk over. But with that being said, they love walking over the weak. They love controlling weak-ass individuals. They will either control them with their body. That means if you're not following me correctly, I'm going to withhold sex from you until I get you to do what I want you to do. Or they will try to dangle other guys in your face to show you that, you know what, you got to work that much harder to get somebody like me. And that is not the way to be, gentlemen. Now, Greg, are you there? I didn't hear. I know it's quiet over there. You still there, Greg? Okay, we might have missed him. Greg might be off. We try to hopefully get him back on. But again, if you want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373 if you have a question, and press 1. But let me explain some more things while we continue doing this, because the thing that you have to understand about the behavior of a man is not truly something that you wear outside of yourself. For a lot of people, they have shown you on TV, being a man means that you have to sit around and submit to a woman. You got to beg a woman. You got to try to please a woman. You got to kiss her ass. You don't have to do any of those things. See, the thing that you have to have are qualities. And the qualities that you guys have to possess to attract a woman. And I'm not just talking one woman. I'm talking about several women, because it is your behaviors. It is what you think, what you say, and how you behave will attract a woman faster than you submitting to her. Okay? Now, Don't get me wrong. I always teach you guys in the bedroom, absolutely, I want you to submit. I want you to show her a different side of you that no one else has. But outside of that, you need dominating qualities. The thing as a true man that turns women on is that you have to know how to lead. That means be assertive. Women love assertive men. That means the guy that says, fuck it, I'm going to go talk to that woman. I don't care if she's with a group of her friends. I don't care what her situation is. I'm going to talk to her. You have to have the power to make things happen. Go for it attitude, and don't care about what's going to happen. See, the thing that separates us from you, from most of you guys, is the fact that you are so worried, or you're either worried about the end result or you're caught up in her beauty. It's one or the other. The end result meaning that if I don't get her, oh, my day is going to be terrible. Or she's so beautiful, there's no way I can get her. Well, when you become that man who is very attractive to a woman, is a guy that knows what he's doing and he's willing to take that risk. Having strong qualities makes a woman want to fall in love with you. Your attitude has to be strong, because a strong attitude is going to make her turned on. Also, another thing, gentlemen, you have to wear what I call hats. For any of you guys who have the conversation courses, you will understand the hats that I'm talking about. You have to be different things at all times to every kind of woman, because all women are not the same. You have to be fast enough and quick enough to adjust to your environment. Not knowing what the environment is the best thing, because what makes you a great man is the adjustments that you take to your environment. What I always tell you is, like I always tell you, women are like music. That's the best way to describe them. There again, I will give you the list. You've got the acoustic women. You got the alternative. You got the blues. You got the classical kind. You got the country. You got the electronica. You got the hip hop. You've got the the instrumental chick. You got the jazz, the Latin, the metal, the pop, the rock, the urban, and the world type woman. So how do you know what to be when? Though, guess what? The beautiful thing about being an alpha male is that you don't have to be any of these things. You come in as you are to show her why she needs to be with you. Through your conversations, through your flirting tactics and things like that, that is when you can kind of figure out what kind of woman she is. Then adjust yourself without losing who you are. See, for a lot of you guys, you're so afraid of adjusting. For instance, you're afraid from moving from urban to Latin, or metal to classical, or jazz to hip hop. You are so afraid to do that because you think, if I adjust who I am, I'm going to lose who I am. And that's something that you worry about. But as a man, and it's so great, and gets me so excited, because you think about the possibilities of all those women out there who have no idea what it means to have a man like me in their life. They're qualities of your personality, gentlemen. There are a lot of things that make your personality strong. And it is a strong personality with a touch of imagination. What have I told you guys all the time? I've said to you several times, when it comes to women, you have to have imagination. Why? Because the man who has imagination can, or is able to take women to places that they've never been before. And I don't mean really taking her somewhere. I mean somewhere between her ears, the second pussy that they have. Not going for the one between their legs, but going for the one between her ears. Giving her a small dose of what it could be like to be with you. Women love guys with strong personalities, guys who have imagination, because it's that guy that when she has the opportunity, again, when she has the opportunity, because the best thing about us, we can't fuck up opportunities. Only they can fuck up the opportunity, because when they fuck up the opportunity, that's when the next one comes up. You call the next one up. When one fucks up, the next one is waiting in line. So why worry? Why get mad? Why get angry? When you're doing this right, you're going to have women waiting for you guys in the bullpen. And what I'm saying to you guys is that when you have that personality and you have that imagination, think about this. What is a regular date to you? Ask yourself that question. What is a regular date like? Do you have any idea what you want to do, how you want to do it, and why you want to do it? Do you know if I had a woman come over my house and I'm single and everything? Oh man, guys, when I was single and I was out there, having her come over to dinner to me was a great experience for her, because I want to make sure from the moment she comes in that door to the moment she sits down and drinks her tea or her wine, to the moment she sits down at the table, to then we going into the kitchen and making one of my famous desserts that you have on the Man Mindset when she comes over, to going back to the couch if I choose to take her there, to messing around and then bringing her to the shower if I choose to bring her there. Then from the shower with the light, guys, with the lights out, with the music, guys. And this is what I always tell you. You see this thing right here? This is something that you guys need to have if you're watching live. This thing is a Bluetooth speaker. You should have 3 of these motherfuckers in your house. You should have one in the living room, one in the fucking bathroom, and one in the bedroom. If you don't have these in your bedroom set up, you are not doing anything right. You are not going to be that guy. What you're going to be is that individual that she calls a boring Bob. Boring Bob is the guy that begs for her time. Boring Bob is the one that begs for her attention. Boring Bob is the one that asks her for her number because he doesn't know his value or his worth. Boring Bob is the one that runs behind her, asking her a bunch of dumbass questions, and hopefully he's the one that gets the date. Boring Bob is the one that has the first date, and the date is full of, what do you do for a living? And what do you like in the guy? And what are you looking for? And what happened in your last relationship? And, I'm not that kind of guy. Boring Bob is the guy that hey, if she tells him the sky is purple, the sky is purple. If she tells him if the grass is blue, he will submit to what she's saying, because he will always walk on eggshells. He is also the same person when given the opportunity to have a woman over his house. He doesn't know how to satisfy her, to make her want him. He's got to beg. He's got to pander. He's got to kiss her ass and hope that she sees him in another light. That is the problem with the boring Bob guy. The boring Bob guy has to beg for, I don't even know how that works, but he has to beg the woman to sleep with him. He's got to hope that maybe Tuesday at 9:00, maybe we can meet up for sex. That's what the boring guy does. And the beautiful thing about it, gentlemen, is that there's so many guys out there who are in relationships, who are in marriages, who are going after women, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what I want to say, because Greg's coming back in, what I want to say is that the thing about women is that they love to be with men who know how to assert themselves. Along with this, they love guys who have an element of excitement. It is that element of excitement that makes them want to call you, that makes them want to get to know you better, that makes them ask you questions, that makes them want to call you in the daytime, talk to you all day long and end their night talking to you. That is the power that men have, that alpha men have. Greg, what do you have on that while we keep going?
Hey, first of all, I can hear everything you all were saying when you cut me off. I was actually listening to you. But hey, man, it's one thing about nature is it is just that. It's almost like a scientific a formula, like 2 + 2 is equal to 4. You're never going to get around it. And the fact that women are turned on and captivated by men who have their shit together just goes to show you how perfectly in sync we are with the rest of nature. I'm not surprised, man. And the thing is, once you can eliminate the notion to the chick that it's all about her, and I mean really eliminate that in her head, it's not about you, it's about me. And what are you willing to do to make me, be whatever it is that you want me to be to you? Not the other way around. Guys chasing chicks is just some kind of, I think, fad, so to speak, where these guys chase chicks, especially these chicks who are disrespectful and don't take care of the things that they're supposed to, as far as pleasing you. So hey, I'm down with it.
Well, Greg, in the last clip, the woman said that most guys don't put a period behind the word no. They always say no, but give an excuse to why they're saying no. But a real man will say no. This is how it's going to be. And if you don't like it, fuck you. I don't
hit the door.
Yes. You listen, if it was you, let me tell you about options, guys, that y'all understand. When you send a woman back into the world or back into the Serengeti, all her choices are the same cookie cutter guys that she had before she met you. So do you think a woman is going to want to go back into that world knowing that you were fun, you were exciting, you were a little bit dirty, you were a little bit nasty, a little bit freaky, a little bit seductive, a little bit romantic, a little bit smooth, a little bit of all those things? No, because you know what she gets when she goes out that door? She gets the one trick Charlie that is just one way. That's the thing is, most guys are the same to women. It's just that some have different jobs. Some may have a little bit of different attitudes. But the thing is, guys, most of these individuals are the same. And if a woman has a choice between going back out there and being with you and losing the excitement, losing the fun, losing the sex, losing the contact that we have with them, they are going to think twice. And even if they do go, Greg, you know how it is when somebody's drug addicted. You know when they try to run away from the drug or the drink, when they're an alcoholic or they're really into drugs, they try to run away because they think, you know what? I'm strong enough to leave this drug. I'm strong enough to leave that drink alone.
And they can't do it.
And they cannot do it. They will always quench and thirst for guys like us because we know how to touch parts of them that most of you guys don't even know these women have. Greg, what do you have on that?
I'm absolutely. I was drinking a little bit of this tea and this lemon in this water. No, dude, you're absolutely correct. And the thing is, when you're versatile in all these things that you are, 'cause I remember you saying you have to be all. You can be all things to her.
Yes.
And everything that she may think that she needs, but
yes,
that versatility is no different than any, like being a versatile athlete. Helps you in whatever sport it is that's the one that you might be trying to pursue a profession in or what have you. But versatility shows that no matter what happens, you can always, engage with whomever the female may be. And in this world, you're going to need a lot of versatility because the women are so much different.
Yes.
A one-trick pony is going to get this. Is going to always get the one trick needing chick.
Absolutely. Now
when you have a lot more to offer, they're going to come pursue you.
Now, we have a call real quick. And, guys, if y'all want to call in, the number is 515-605-9373. Call in, press 1. We'd love to have you in. Let's bring the first caller in.
Hey, you guys! Cut that bitch off!
Area code 484, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from? What's your question?
my name's Jason. I'm calling from Philly, and I just wanted to talk more about the flirting and the texting. I called you a couple of not long, probably like a day or two ago, and I emailed you, and I was talking about the whole sincere. I was a sincere guy when I was calling the girl beautiful. I don't know if you remember or not, but basically what it came down to was you were telling me how I needed to work on basically my flirting and the text game. I just wasn't really doing that as well, so just wanted to talk more about that during the podcast if we can.
Okay.
And,
Oh, okay. Okay, I gave you guys all this time. I gave you two elements, and I'll bring you back because there's noise. I'll bring you back in 44. Now, what I told you guys was this: there are two major moments in your lives, and I added a third one in the membership. Now, what I told you, they're important. How you text a woman, that's going to be important. Your first type of conversations you have with her, and also your making out point. Those are major points for every guy. Now, flirting is something I'm bringing to the members in the membership to show them the skill and the importance of flirting. Why? Because flirting cuts through all the bullshit. Flirting with a woman lets her know without her feeling slutty, without her feeling like a whore. You can make her feel sexy. You can make her know by the way you talk to her that you're not trying to be her best friend. 612, we bring you in 1 second.
Oh, man.
Greg, what is your take on flirting and how important is it to getting women?
Hey, listen. The proper flirt has the ability to convince a woman that she's way more part of the game than she ever will be. She's on the sideline holding the clipboard, but she still feels like she's part of your team.
Yes.
That's what having that flirt game on lock will do.
Yes.
You won't even know that she's a backup. She just knows that she's there.
Yes.
So, hey,
and
I'm
what,
gonna tell you, but the thing about flirting is about transition too.
Right,
it's about being versatile.
Yeah, and it's about being versatile. And here's the thing, 484, that's important that you need to know. We'll bring you in 1 second, 612. What's important, 484, to understand is this: is that there are a lot of guys who are so nervous when they meet a woman that they don't know what to say or how to flirt. So what happens is the flirting comes, unfortunately, later on in the courtship with a woman. And that is something that we don't do. We come in early flirting. We flirt when we meet them. We flirt when we text them. We flirt when we're on the phone with them. We flirt on the first date. We flirt with them when they come over for dinner. Hey, what is the key thing here, 484? We're constantly flirting with them. Why? Because I want to make sure when I'm talking to a beautiful, sexy woman that I want her to know that I am trying to bite her neck and take her up the tree. I'm not. Now, here's what flirting is not. This is where guys understand. Flirting is not thirsty. Flirting is not desperate.
At all.
Flirting
At all.
is not needy. That's where a lot of y'all guys get it wrong. Y'all think, well, if I flirt with her, do this, I'm going to seem desperate and needy and thirsty. Absolutely not. What makes you desperate, thirsty, and needy is when you change who you are to try to please a woman because you are not enough for her. That's what does it. That's the difference. When she meets me, she's going to know that, number one, I love inspiration. You know me, I've always told you, girl, I love writing poetry. I love inspiration. I love looking at a beautiful woman and writing some shit down because then I'm thinking later on, oh man, I could drop some, oh man. I love being inspired by beautiful women, but that doesn't make me needy or thirsty. It's just inspiration. But when I flirt with a woman, I want to make sure, 484, that she knows that by no means do I want to be her best friend. By no means do I want to be the guy that goes and sees her at 11:30 and gives her ice cream. Now, your problem was you were calling her all these, we talked, and I remember now, you were calling her beautiful and all this other stuff. But here's your problem here's the problem. See, if you don't do it early on but give her the why behind it, there's no substance behind what you say. If you can't kick in the flirting with the cute term, you can call her sexy. You can tell her she looks good. But if you're just saying it and you're not flirting with her, now remember, the element here is flirting. That is the key to the difference between saying that she looks sexy and gorgeous compared to, man, you are absolutely gorgeous. You know what I mean? There's a total difference. I know you guys don't see it because you guys don't know how to flirt properly because no one's ever taught you. They've only taught you to be a robot. Walk up to the woman and try to throw shit up on the wall. Hopefully something sticks, and then you move on. Now, 612.
They teach you how to be like everybody else.
Yeah, teach you how to be like
everybody else.
Absolutely. Let me bring in 612. 612, what's your name? What's your question, sir?
What's up, man? This is what I want to ask for you, like when you're first meeting a woman, right? And I'm introducing myself to her. I got all that down package for us meeting. I'm not afraid to do that. I have no problem with doing that. But if a woman off top, we don't know each other, she asks me something to the nature of, hey, what do you do for a living? Now, this is just me, just meeting her. Wherever, we ain't even exchanged numbers yet. I don't even know you. You don't know me. I don't know if you're interested. Am I wrong if I kind of look at that kind of funny? Because
no, because you don't understand.
Like
you don't understand flirting. Because if a woman asks me what I do for a living, I'm gonna tell her, you know what? I will be glad to tell you what I do for a living when you go ahead and take me out to dinner the first time. I'll be glad to show you what I do for a living once I get to know you. Because you know what, baby, as sexy and as beautiful as you are, I have no idea if you have dead bodies in your closet. You see, you even giggling at that shit. That's the difference, dog.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is there's nothing a woman can say to you. You see what I'm saying? You gotta, with flirting, you see what I'm saying? Let her ask you what you do for a living. You know what? I would love to tell you, but then you know what I would do? I would look to the right. I would look to the left. And I would say, come here. No, I can't tell you. They might catch us. Come on, let's run. And I'll grab her hand and we'll start running. She'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, you want to know what I do for a living, don't you? And look, 612, it's being playful with the pussy and having fun with it, using your imagination. She doesn't need, listen, the reason she asks what you do for a living, because that is her little click in to say, if I ask him this, it might turn him off because I'm not interested in him, and maybe I'll scare him off. They use these scare tactics.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
I didn't even think of it.
Because you're not supposed to, remember, you're not supposed to think of this. You're not supposed to know this. The only thing you're supposed to know is when a woman asks you a question and you're like, oh, shit, what am I supposed to, oh, fuck it, I'm going to run. No, that's what she wants, because what she needs to do is she's got to separate you from everybody else. Every man that she meets, she puts these guys in a pile, okay? She tries to figure out, okay, what am I going to do with you? Now, if I ask you what you do for a living, and then you automatically think, hey, remember this, if most guys do this, 612, hey, my name is such and such, and I work for a Fortune 500 club, and I'm part of this, and I got this nice Rolex watch, and I got my Jag around the corner, and I got all this. You know what she's thinking to herself? Got this bitch. This is going to be my money. This guy's going to be my bank. I'm going to put him in the bank, pal. He ain't going to get no pussy.
Exactly. That's why I looked at it and said,
no, but but see, having fun. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's why I saw what you said about having the fun part. That's why I didn't even think of it. I say, damn, that is a good idea, because I at least I was smart enough to not tell them, like most guys, like you said, most guys are going into detail, be like, I work at such and such.
Right.
I was smart enough. I didn't do that now. Now, I wish I would have did the flirting part with her, like, as I was flirting with her, and I could tell when I walked up to this particular one, I could tell she wasn't interested in the way she just came and be like, hey, what do you do for a living? I automatically knew, like, you trying to categorize me, or that's your way of kind of being funny. You know what I'm saying? Because if me interacting with you as a woman ain't got nothing to do with what you do. Because I tell women quickly when I talk to them over the phone, I don't care about what you do for a living. I'm not trying to date your degree or your position. I'm trying to get in a certain position between you and I. You know what I'm saying? So I try to get all that out the way. I don't care what they do, and I wish they wouldn't care what I do.
Well, no,
listen, get married or have kids.
They say that to separate you. They need see a lot of guys are males in men outfits, meaning they portray the role of a man. And what women have to do is they've got to separate church from state. They've got to figure that, okay, are you really a real man, or are you just wearing a man mask, or are you trying to play the role as a man? I need to know. See, as women, they have their world of fantasy where role play and fictional characters are involved, meaning the alpha males are the best when it comes to things that makes them want to think of somebody that they want to desire and love. And they love alpha males. Why? Because in all them fucking stupid ass romance novels, chick flicks, you name it, that these women read and watch, what's the premise? The premise is the boring woman with the boring life, with the boring husband or boring boyfriend. And then you, 612, you come along into her life, okay? Now she's trying to figure out, what are you? Because a real motherfucking man is going to let her know from Jump Street that I'm not trying to be your husband. I'm not trying to be your boyfriend. I want to get in between your legs without being thirsty and saying I want to be in between your legs. You know how he gets between her legs thinking that way? When he says no. When he doesn't listen to what she says, when he tells her what is and not what could be. Those are the key things, because those are the things they have grown to read. They have indoctrinated themselves with a mindset of this is what a man is, and having that quote unquote, what they call that bad boy attitude, meaning that, see, the attitude you should have is, don't make me fuck you and make you fall in love with me. That should be the attitude. And what comes with that attitude of don't make me fuck you and make you fall in love with me is this. When you ask me what I do for a living, no, I'm not going to tell you what I do for a living, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to spend some time with me so I can show you that I am beyond what I do for a living. Because remember, to them, they think having wealth sometimes and having things means something. No, those are things that you do. That's not who you are. And when she's about what you do, right, because a lot of women are like that. They're about what you do, because you know why? Because a lot of guys who ain't shit. You see what I'm saying, 612? They have a issue with the R. That's why they want to know about what you do, because in their minds, when they gotta
compensate for the lack of what you is as a man.
Right, you motherfucking right.
They gotta
so
compensate
exactly,
some kind of way
there's compensation. Yes. So when she peels look, it's funny, when she peels a layer, it's empty. She peels another layer, it's empty. And every time she peels a layer, there's nothing about a regular guy to make her want him. You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense to you? But
yeah, I understand like totally what you're saying, and like I wanted to also shout you out for, man, I've been out here also experiencing even more. I think last time I spoke with you, you figured out what kind of women I was stepping up to, and you told me to change it up a little bit. And I want to tell you, man, I've been changing it up like tremendously. Like the women that a lot of guys are afraid to just walk up to and speak to. And I found out that like a lot of them ain't really the snobbish bitches that, you know.
Wait, 612, you faded out.
Like,
okay,
I mean,
okay. You sound faded out. You can't come
okay,
back?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Pretty.
Oh shit, you faded again.
Oh, there's a lot of them are.
Okay. You coming in and out. Yeah, well, we hear what you're saying. Yes.
Okay, I was saying a lot of those pretty women are the snobbish bitches that a lot of people think they are. Don't get me wrong, because a lot of them are, but it's something that's not too from what I've experienced. So what I've learned to do is, I don't know, I'm a little different, so I kind of try to, even though I don't know you, I'll try to kind of get a feel for your body language before I speak to you. I'll speak to anybody, but if one of them chicks is walking around with that, what I perceive to be an ignorant look on your face because I'm full of joy and I'm full of laughter and I like to have a good time, that ain't the kind of woman that turns me on. Something about that now, instead of you just having a fat butt, that kind of turns me off. I'm more so interested in the woman with the pretty face, but she looks, she's humble, she's chill. Not saying she accept whoever come her way, but she just seemed like, she's down to earth.
Yes.
I ain't really got to deal with no ignorance and stuff.
Yes.
So that's what I kind of like.
You got like pretty chicks can't get lonely too.
Right.
Listen, there's only so many. First of all, there's only so many damn alphas any goddamn way. So the reality of it is this, and there's only so many men. There's definitely more women than men. Now, 612, where do you live?
Man, I'm down here in ATL.
Oh man, shit, dude, are you kidding me? That's right. Okay, now I know 612. Man, are you kidding me? Them chicks are begging for any damn straight dude anyway. They just want a man. They want a body. Let me tell you something. Now, Dean used to, I don't know if he still does it or how he does it, talks about that goddamn clock when their eggs start drying up and anything else. Even if they have kids and those eggs start drying up, at some point, those chicks want a man. They've gone through a bunch of has-been, non-versatile. See, at some point, that manufactured motherfucker is going to start showing what he really is. He's going to start breaking down at the joints. If you ain't got none of that little damn oil to put on his joints and ligaments, that motherfucker's going to run his course and he's not going to be any good anymore. A fucking man oils himself, he loses himself, and he can move on his damn own. And chicks are learning now that, hey, you better take advantage of an opportunity that you have to spend with a fucking full-fledged man at every chance you get. So you just keep doing your thing. And listen, man, you're in an ATL. Let me not say anything, Dean, before I get myself in trouble.
All right, but let me. All right.
Yeah, the Mecca, the candy factory, huh?
All right, well, 612, is that all you have for us, sir?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I wanted to add. And I'm gonna go out and
okay, well, we'll throw you back in.
Again,
we'll throw you back in. If you have a question, just press 1. But let's continue. Let me play the next clip for you. Check this out, Greg.
Women try to talk all that shit. Equality, gender equality, we're equal. We're not equal. Women seek out alphas that are dominant. Women will get a good guy that listens to them and does all those things that women claim to want, right? And then they'll turn around and cheat on that guy or leave and dump that guy for a man that's going to ignore them for several days and contact them at 11 o'clock at night talking about, what's up? What are you doing? You want to come over? They will leave a good guy for a man that will talk to them like, bitch, let me tap that ass. They will leave a good guy or cheat on a good guy for a guy that will never hold doors for them, never take them out, never treat them like a lady, never listen to them, never commit to them, just use and abuse them, just contact them when they want sex, ignore them, take 3 hours to answer their text messages. The females will text the male, hey, what are you doing? I miss you. And the alpha will take like 2 days to answer them. What's up? It's 11 o'clock. Can I come over? That's what women do.
Hey, Greg, is this somebody we used to date? Did I date her before? I'm trying. It's like
she sounds eerily familiar.
She sounds familiar,
like,
doesn't she?
Girl, what's wrong with you?
Damn, she sounds like somebody I got
put
with.
Me out there like that?
Damn, girl.
And she put me out there like that. Damn, baby. Shit, I thought we had a deal. We had an arrangement.
How you gonna put my business out there like that?
Hey, girl? You got a chance to get suffocated for every 3 or 4 seconds. I had my hand on the back of your head, pushing you in the pillow. Yeah. I thought you liked that shit. How you gonna get mad at me now?
Exactly. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me grab this call real quick. Guys, y'all want to call in 515-605-9373 is the number. Press 1. We'd love to have you in. We're talking about the alpha male and the importance for you guys to learn about flirting. You guys don't know that. But we are doing some classes in that in the the Man Mindset membership. 484, did you have another question, or is that all you had, man?
Well, the only other thing that I was going to ask about is creating friend circles. Say if you were at work or wherever, whatever you're doing, just creating a good friend circle. If you want to go out with a group of friends, or just anything like that, creating a good friend, strong friend
all right,
circle.
but wait. Again,
flaky.
what is your purpose for creating a friend circle? Let's start there. What would your purpose be?
Just trying to branch out and have, I guess, a few good guys where it's like we have, I guess you could say, consistent communication. We hang out, things like that, instead of sticking. Because I do have a small circle of friends, but like I'm starting to learn that.
No. Anything you're gonna say, I'm gonna tell you no, because the reason I hang out with guys, unless I'm hanging out with my pack and we're hunting, the reason I'm hanging out with other guys that are not my pack is because they hang out with the food. They hang out. They spend time with. They play fucking they play basketball with these women. They play fucking soccer and flag football with these.
Before real quick, Dean.
Yes, go ahead.
Alphas really walk alone.
Yes.
You walk alone because you don't need anything else. You go get what you want.
Yes.
But you don't need everything else.
Don't need
It's
them.
cool to have your homies, you heard, but you don't need it. Because for one, it's like this, man. You never know when the opportunity is going to come that you can put your meat in one of these chicks' cheek. You know what I'm saying? You don't know when this time's going to come.
Yes.
You know it's coming.
Yes.
So what sense does it make for you to be hanging out with 3 or 4 dudes and it's your whip, you rolling, and you got to find a way to get them to the crib. But these chicks are ready right now. They may not be ready for those other guys because they may have whatever their hang-ups may be, whatever they do. Dude, you roll by yourself so that you can go get some work done. You go out there to put in work.
Yes.
I live by myself. Man, you never had a roommate. Why? Because I might want to fuck right now.
Well, yeah, I
That's
understand that.
Like
I mean, I always hunt by myself, but I was just saying in general for people.
Live by myself.
Right.
My domain is my domain.
Do you understand when I say 484? Do you understand when I talk? What do I talk about when I say hunt guys? What do I mean by hunting guys?
Like if you're talking, like if you're meeting like cool people who know other women, like you said,
they're
like
not cool. No, they're not cool. They're not cool at all. Because if they were cool, they wouldn't be hanging around the fucking. I know, but they wouldn't be hanging around the women if they were cool. Like Greg said, the cool guys are loners. We don't need to hang out in groups and packs and stuff. So these guys are not cool. They think they're cool because they're hanging out with beautiful women, when all they're doing is hanging out with beautiful women. They're not fucking them. Excuse me, let me say it again. They're hanging out with beautiful women. So what they do for us is that they do all the work that we don't want to do. That's why if I see a guy with a group of women, I'll wait for him to go to the bar. When he goes to the bar, I'm going to accidentally, purposely bump into him. I'm going to have a light conversation with him. I'm going to give him props because he's so cool. You know how cool he is, 484 bartender. Hey, man, what are you drinking? Hey, man, get this man whatever he's drinking. Absolutely on me. Hey, man, look, it was nice meeting you. And if I catch you around the club again, I'll make sure I come by and say hello. I have just set all the pieces up. Why? Because the regular guy that walks over to this guy with all those women and tries to talk to those women, he is the designated cock blocker. He's the guy that's going to throw salt in your game. He's the guy that's going to just you're going to hate this guy because he's over the flock, okay? He's the sheep herder or the shepherd, okay? But if I go ahead and buy that guy a beer, and then I wait about 20 minutes and I make my way back around and I see him, I'm going to make sure he recognizes me first. Oh, hey, yo, Steve. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, I want you to meet a friend of mine. I want you to meet this cool. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Steve, this is Alexis. This is Tammy. This is Kim. This is Tanisha. I just want you to meet it. And you know what he just did? He just let me in. And once I'm in, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do without him trying to throw salt in my game. That's how you hunt. So when you say packs, sure. When I go to Walmart, I always tell you guys, when I go to Walmart, go to McDonald's, I don't care where it's at. If I go to a place more than one time and I keep seeing the same person, I'm going to friend them. I'm going to talk to them. Because when Thursday and Friday comes and I go back to that establishment, that's when I'm asking, what are you getting into tonight? Well, me, Tom, Jerry, and Jake are going to a pool party with Samantha, Tanisha, Tammy, Tina, and Lisa. They're all going to be there. Really? Oh, man, why don't you come with? Are you sure? Yeah. I'm in. They will do the work for you. Your job is not to be in that pack. Why? Because if you're doing it correctly, you're going to get this thing called a reputation. And your reputation is going to be a guy that is fucking damn near everybody. Matter of fact, I want you to listen to this, 404. Listen to this real quick. Listen.
Men that are good guys that are not like these alphas, you need to learn how to be more dominant and stand up for yourself and act like you don't need these women. And then the women will respond. When you, don't text them a lot, take a long time to answer their texts, ignore them, act like you're too busy to hang out with them. Don't buy them no damn flowers. Don't give them nothing. When you're just, hooking up with them or talking to them or just early dating, don't do any of those things because you're going to get screwed over if you do. You got to be dominant. You got to let her know, I'm the man, you're the woman. And, if you're being submissive with women and letting them run over you and boss you around and you're trying to buy her things and treat her like a lady, she'll accept it, but she's going to cheat on you or she's going to dump you for the alpha. Women, it just drives me nuts. They'll sit around all day how they want this good guy. Men don't commit. They're scared of commitment. He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't talk to me. I want someone that will talk to me and listen to all my emotional drama and bullshit. But then they turn around and they want to go try to follow or flirt with the guy, the biggest alpha at the gym that has slept with every single woman that works out at that gym. Or they will, go after the alpha in the club that, done had one night stands with just about every club sot that hangs around. And that's what they do. So
hey, 484. What I'm saying, dog, is this: is that most guys are threatened by alphas. Why? Because of the way the women respond to us. See, most guys don't get the responses that women get. Let me give you an example. Most guys don't get these kind of phone calls, and I love to play this. Listen to this. Listen to her. Listen.
Skipping.
Listen how happy
Urgent
she is.
message.
Listen.
Rising Shine Porcupine. I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. You may call me to get the message. All right? Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Watch. Next message.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Listen, urgent.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been,
problematic.
So problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is like my fourth location. And the phone went through. I couldn't talk earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone to sleep, call me back. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
Just
Bye.
wanted to say good night anyway.
Bye.
All right.
Bye. One more. One more. Let's hear one more.
End of message.
New one.
8. Urgent message.
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. Right, bye.
Now, how many of you guys get that everywhere? Hi.
It's not late. It's not late. Please just come by. Please just come by. Get your meat and cheeks. Please throw my head into the pillow. Please come slap my ass. Please come let me ride and then give you a piece of my check.
Right.
So you get ready to
It's been a few days.
I can put you to sleep. Yeah, please let me put you to sleep.
Yes.
Please. She's one of them chicks that, you know what? She'll say, I promise I'll let you go home. Hey, listen, girl, I gotta get ready to go. I gotta go back to the crib, or you know, especially when she's a side chick or something like that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm endorsing it, but anyway.
Yeah,
she's a side chick. Just please come over. And the next thing because you usually come over, you don't even take your shoes off. You just beat that thing, and then you kind of lay down for about 20 minutes and go. But you know what she's going to do? She's going to let you beat it for 22 minutes. You're going to fuck around, go to sleep, and she's going to motherfucking snatch your boots off, and you're going to wake up hours later like, what the fuck? Man, let me get about this motherfucker. She's gonna be like, I'm sorry. You just look so damn comfortable. I didn't want to wake you up.
Right. And they're
Are you kidding me?
They'll stay awake just watching you. And what I'm saying for when most regular boring Bobs call around 11:30, they're gonna get, oh, it's late. You know, I got a long day tomorrow. I'm studying for a test. My dog ate my paper. My dog got picked up by UFOs. They're gonna give you any excuse in the book because they don't want to see you. But as you
tell you to come over, and then she's gonna say, oh, that's okay, because once I call back, oh, that's okay. Some things came up. My period came on or something, and next thing you know, you'll come by there and have me and see me with her face up against some glass. You see the blinds moving back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, but that's 484. But that's what I'm saying. The difference is 484. When a woman knows that you have other women. This is why we stress to you guys out there who are new listening. This is why I always stress, always give her your business card. The reason I don't want you to give her, because we're not in elementary school. We're not in elementary school where you rip a little piece of paper off and write your number down. No. I wanted you to be a little more smooth with your shit. I want you to give her your card and say, call me. Why? Because only a guy who's fucking is going to be arrogant, cocky enough to say, call me. That right there is a signal to women that most of you guys don't see. See, most of you guys' lives, all y'all do, can I get your number? What's your number, girl? Let me call you. Let me kiss your ass. Let me run behind you. Fuck that. It's about me. Why? Because I'm number one. I'm number one. You are, today, your mindset should be 484. Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that you get to tell your great grandkids one day when you on your rocking chair and you're an old lady, that you can finally tell them motherfuckers that you actually saw a chupacabra, a fucking Bigfoot, or a Loch Ness monster. You saw a man.
A Yeti.
A Yeti, yeah.
I'm a Yeti.
Yeah, a Yeti type mug. You ran into a motherfucker mythical thing. And this guy was so smooth, so seductive, so flirty, kinky, nasty. He was so all these things I couldn't even. It was like punches coming from everywhere. He was hitting me jabs from everywhere because I'm not used to this kind of guy. And then this motherfucker had the nerve to say, call me. Who does he think he is? And then it starts to register in her head that, wait a second, this guy is smooth. This guy is real. He knows what he's talking about. Man, he must be fucking some other women. And if you know what the thing about women, they always want to be number one, dog. They always want to be number one. They want to be the first thing that you think about. But like the phone call, but 8484, when you smooth, you get them, and then all of a sudden you go ahead and get them in bed. What do you get right here? Listen.
Skipping.
Listen.
Urgent
message.
This is B.
Look, listen.
Please give me a call when you get this message. I had a lot of things weighing on me yesterday, and some of which were you. But when you texted me this morning, that's the place that I was. But no, I was not. I don't know. You seem to have taken things to the end of the relationship. Me, I feel as though I just wanted to not be bothered with my phone. And it concerns me that you're so easily to, give up on things, and I wasn't there. Like, where did that come from? You assume the worst. You tell me always to, not assume the negative, and then that's the first thing you did with me. That's the very first thing you did, and so that right there concerns me. And if that is it, then take it, but don't do that, because it's not you, for one, and it sounds like a little bit of me coming out of you, but for you to tell me to do you and all that, where is that coming from? That's so negative, and it's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you.
Hear that?
And, not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk, not being able to do those things. I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing, and I don't think that when, it only brings me to the situation when it was reversed, how I continuously called you and was like, no, don't shut me out, but you're so so willing to cave in and just be like, okay, fine, do you. That's terribly, and I wasn't even upset. I was just, needing some peace and needing some, clarity in my mind, and, that was the only way I would be able to get it, as if I shut my phone off. So for you to respond the way you're responding is just really, 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 really disheartening. So, yeah.
End of message.
All right,
Delete.
So listen to me. This is what I'm talking about, 484. You guys don't get calls like that. See, that's the beautiful thing about being a man, because they're always calling you to justify their feelings to you. You don't have to do anything. You sit back and chill. They will tell you how they feel. They will tell you what they want. You see what I'm saying, Greg? That's the power of an alpha male.
Hey, you ain't got to tell me. I know. I need to hear that shit. I've heard that same damn shit, girl. What's your point? What do you want? What is it? Or hear this. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Like, I care about. Yeah.
What do you want me to tell you? Mm-hmm. Don't talk to me like that. You know what you're doing to me. You're using your voice on me. I've heard that before.
Yeah. Hey, your voice, right?
What voice am I using on you? What voice am I using on you? You know what you're doing. You don't have time. Okay. Well, listen. Let's do this. Why don't we just pretend that none of this happened? I'm gonna go to sleep for a little while, and when I wake up, we'll try to reestablish some sort of some sort of standard, a set of rules.
Yes.
And if we can both adhere to the rules, like I do what I want, you can't, but whatever it is.
Yes.
Whatever is necessary for you to feel better about whatever the situation is, I'm willing to do. Is that fine? Well, yeah, that's better. What are you doing? There you go. Here come the meat.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to get off the phone.
And you start over again. Yeah. No. What are you doing? I'm gonna go to sleep. I just told you, all right?
And that's the beauty.
Okay.
That's the beauty right there. See that 484? You don't listen. The thing is that like I always say for you guys, when I meet a woman, the pussy's already mine. It's already mine. So why do I need to rush something that's already mine? I'm going to show her why she needs to give it to me without me begging for it. Because when she realizes that I am more than just that kiddie roller coaster that most guys are, you know, that little kiddie roller coaster that goes in one little circle and shit, and little kids, like, you have to be like 5 years old to ride. It's really cute and shit. That's the regular guy. I'm the motherfucker that has the loop-de-loops that you go up, you go down, you go in the water, you twist, you turn. That's what I am. But 484, let the woman tell you more about alpha males. Listen to this.
That's really all I could say about it, folks. Women want dominant men that are going to treat them like shit and speak to them, like they're nothing. And that's the kind of men that they will continue to chase. They will chase those men. They will never get commitment from those men. People need to stop dating outside of their league. Meaning, if you're a beta, you need to stop chasing the alphas. Alphas will screw betas, but alphas only marry alphas.
Yes, sir.
He was so right about that. People just keep on trying to date and settle down with people outside their league. And you're just going to get screwed over every single time. Those alpha males, they're not going to settle down with, beta women. Real insecure, submissive women that just constantly, what are you doing? I miss you. I can't stop thinking about you. Those kind of men like to chase. Once they conquer, they're ready to go chase again. That's instincts. That's inside them. So I guess, that's really all I could say about it. Women.
And 484, check this out. We're not assholes and mean. See, this is where people think we're mean and assholes, okay? This is why I always, when I meet a woman, 484, I want her to go out. I want her to see other people. I want her to go to dinner with that guy. You think, 484, I'm not trying to stop you, not you, but got cookie cutters from doing what they do. It'd be fucked up for me.
Right.
I don't want to do that. All I want to do is, you know what? I want to be the guy that you call after you get done eating. I want to be the guy that you call after you get off the phone with him or you get done texting that guy, because you know what? You know what is with us. But this is our problem, 484. We got first world problems too. You know what that is, 484? Because the women always want to change the contract. I tell the woman,
exactly.
you can be with whoever you want to be. Go to dinner. She's oh, yay. And then when I get her in bed, or I make her play with her pussy on the telephone and make her submit the pussy before I even get the pussy, she's ready to give me everything. She wants to change the contract.
Right.
She wants the relationship. She wants me to be exclusively to her. I don't want you to be with no one else. I want you to be with me. And that's our problem. That's some of the problems that we have. Another problem we have also, to let everybody know, the holidays. See, while you motherfuckers are out there Christmas shopping and standing in line after Thanksgiving and looking for the perfect Valentine's Day gift, you know our problem is? Our problem is trying to figure out what woman is going to win the lottery. That means if I have 10 women, four of them want to come over and spend Christmas with me. 3 of them want me to meet their parents. 2 want to go away somewhere. What woman did I say anything about me getting a gift? No, absolutely not. Because you're not special enough to get a gift. The gift you're getting is me, 484. I'm the gift. Because I'm the gift that keeps on giving. Because I am the drug. I am the habit. I am the addiction. I am all things, and she can't do shit about it but accept reality for what it is. And that means in order to be with me, you have to understand what is and not what could be. And that's the problem for a lot of you guys. You don't have enough stock and enough value when you meet a woman to be that fucking arrogant. It's not that you're being an asshole, but guess what? You know why you're going to be an asshole? Because like that woman said earlier, when I say no, there's a period behind that motherfucker. When I say nope, no. That's it. What I say goes because I'm king. But hey, 484, you know what you haven't heard you know how I feel about fishing. And I got to play this for you guys because you have to understand the mindset of an alpha when we hunt, okay? Now listen to this, everybody. Y'all want to call in 515-605-9373, but listen to this about fishing. Listen,
Do you fish?
Listen, very important.
No. You know, people who don't fish think that fishing is lazy or boring, but it is the complete opposite. There are 100 little decisions to be made, variables to be considered, and you're never quite sure what made the difference. Did I cast too high, too far to the left? Did I reel it in too slow or too fast? Is the lure too shiny or too dull? Do I stay here or should I go over there? And you know it's not luck, but you do not know by how much. People are predictable, unchanging, monotonous. They use the same language, they offer the same excuses, they make the same mistakes. Yes. People are endlessly disappointing because you hope they won't be. This was all predictable, all disappointing. This is why I am fishing, because I am never disappointed out here, because I don't expect anything, because anything is possible. I can be hopeful out here, even in failure. Because I know if I just go out there around that tree, it might be different. Something might be different. Something I do might make a difference.
And that is the beauty about us. Because when listen, dog, 484, when I see her, okay, 484, when I see her, I already in my head, I see the 5 moves that need to be made. And I have a choice. How do I want to turn her on? Do I want to turn her on with my wit, my charm? What arrow do I want to pull out? Because I have so many choices, because I am so many things and still me at the same time. I've got choices. I've got options. Do I want to be funny? Do I want to be smart? Do I want to be witty? Do I want to be flirty? Do I want to be romantic? And the key word here, 484, is what do I want to do? Not her. With you guys, she controls the board. Most of you guys see her, oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? I got to get her. Okay, I'm going to do what she would. No. What I'm saying is this. Oh, my gosh. Where am I going to put her at on my roster? I don't have much room. That means I'm going to have to move my number 9 back to the AAA farm system, or trade off my number 7 to my boy for some supplementals, because I don't feel like having an 11th chick. I only want to deal with 10. So where is she going to fit at? Where am I going to place her at? It is her lucky day. You see what I'm saying, 484? It's about where I'm going to do, where I'm going to place her. Why? Because I know for a fact that if I get the opportunity to talk to, hey, 484, here you go. Texting, phone, voice, date. I mean, come on, dog. What do I? It's like I'm standing in front of an anthill. What do I want to do to the ants? Do I want to leave them alone? Do I want to kick the mound? Do I want to drop food on it? There's nothing they can do, because I'm in control. I'm always in control. And what a woman loves and gets turned on by is the control that we have, because guess what? And this is the most important thing, everyone listening, because she knows how I deal with life. Everything that I fucking do, I go at 100. That's my passion. That's my desire. That's who I am. So to her, that means if she is lucky enough to get into my view, into my solar system, key word here, me. If she gets into that, that means that I'm going to go for her like I do all things. Because what I want to give her is an experience. I don't listen. Sex is great. But sex with flirting is even better. Sex with flirting and an experience is even more addictive. Why? Because it's how you make them feel, big dog. And last but not least, you know I want to play this one because you know what, 414? What happens when a woman feels like she's at her tail end and you ready to get rid of her ass? This is how she acts. You ready for this one, 484? This is how they act when you know,
Yeah, I know
when
this
when they know their life is over with you. Check this out.
Check this out.
Urgent message.
Press 1. Urgent message.
Check it
Like
out.
your phone cut me off, and I know that if you wanted to talk to me, you would, and you would make a way. So because you're not doing that, I can only look at it as, you know, you're upset, and it is fine if you want to be upset, but I was never upset with you. It's just you just jumped to that conclusion about everything, and it's just, you want to talk about disappointment. I mean, really. Where was I when you did that to me? I totally did not give up on you. I mean, you got to give people time to work things out and understand that, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot that I'm dealing with here. Honestly, it's a lot that I'm dealing with. And, you know, maybe you don't get it. Maybe you don't understand that I'm dealing with a whole lot here. But that's what it is, and if you can't be understanding of that in terms of where I am, then maybe, yes, it should be the end, and you should do what you're doing right now, which is ignoring me and getting mad. Fine, you didn't speak to me, and you think I didn't do anything deliberately to upset you or whatever. Heck, all I know is that, you know, I'm giving you some space. You know, I told you I felt like I was a distraction. I'm giving you space. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I'm confused. And so that was the way I chose to deal with it. But the way you're treating me right now is like you're doing it because you're going like tit for tat. And that's just not even cool. Anyway, call me when you get this message. I really want to hear your voice. I really need to talk to you. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing, and all that.
Here
whatever
it
you
comes.
need to do.
Here it comes. Here it
because
comes.
I want to talk to you.
Listen.
I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I mean, I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am. So that you know. Bye.
Now tell me, dog. This, hey, Squid, is this our life? it's like
and it gets so scary. It gets scary to a point, like because they just start getting so addicted. You know, it's like.
But
I've had actually, I would say like 2 or 3 days ago. It's a girl I'm talking to now.
Yes.
I didn't talk to her because I'm starting school. I'm in classes. I'm getting things together. I didn't talk to her for maybe a day or two. I didn't call her anything. She didn't call me. And when I called her the day after, she told me she was in depression because she couldn't hear my voice.
But
she didn't know what to do.
Right. But that's
Like
what I'm saying for you for. That's why, listen, this is why I'm trying to show you guys when you add the element of flirting, it's a wrap because I am going to show you something that no one else has shown you before. Why? Because like I said before, most women have the world as flat thinking when it comes to guys. They've never met a alpha man before. They've never met someone who's educated or a man's man or someone that works hard for what he wants or goes for what he wants. He's ambitious. He's confident. He doesn't compare himself to others. He flirts a lot. He's well disciplined. He never gives up. He breaks the rules. He's optimistic. He's a go-getter. He has a tone about himself. He can shift it. Listen, he can shift it up and be funny and shift it down to be smooth and romantic when he wants to. He knows how to use his words like weapons because words are very dangerous to a woman who's never had the words injected in her like we inject our words. Our words are dangerous because when we talk to them, we're not talking about her job or Mr. Slade or how her day was and all that other shit. I'm just guessing what y'all talk about. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But the bottom line is that we're fearless individuals that demand respect. We are great listeners. That is one of the problems that most of you individuals have. Because when I'm flirting with a woman for the first time, man, I listen to every word she says. Because every word she says is going to branch off and give me new words, new places to go, new ways to talk to her. I want her to think, and I want her to think again. And then after she thinks again, she's going to think about why she's even thinking about thinking, because she can't stop thinking about me. And all we've done was just talk. All we've done was just talk for a little while. Maybe we text a little bit. Maybe we're on the phone a little bit. But by the fucking third day, fourth day, it's already a wrap, because when you enjoy talking to somebody or you have great conversations with somebody, you want to continue that because it's something that you rarely experience with the regular guy. The regular guy can't do that, 484. So, but I'm going to throw you back in. But did you have any other questions while we keep going? You have any questions?
I think that's all. So the flirting and the texting is going to be in the membership.
Yeah, well, the texting is a discounted rate in the membership, but yeah, we've got the flirting boot camp that's out, and we have a 30-minute class on it. Now, what we're going to do is, I think on Saturday we're going to have a seminar on. We're going to keep going on flirting, and we're going to talk more about it because the skill. Listen. The end result, see, what y'all don't understand is, yes, your texting has to do with it. Yes, making out has to do with it. But listen to this. What happens if you add flirting with it? What happens if you add flirting to your text messages? What happens if you add flirting to the date? What happens if you add flirting when you're making out? What happens when she walks through the door, you look at her, smile, grab her hand, twirl her around, and let her know that you're looking at her ass? And you looking dead at her, and you smile, and you whisper things in her ear. Y'all motherfuckers don't know about that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that, what did they say, Greg, that makes their hairs in the back of their neck go up, make their toes curl. And if it's doing it right now,
because it's the kind of thing that they can't get anywhere.
Say it one more time, Greg. Say it again. Say it one more time.
It's what they can't get anywhere. It's like a Bentley. Everybody can't have one. Everybody likes them. Everybody fantasizes about it, but everybody can't have a Bentley. And you know the thing about the Bentley is those who can actually have one and afford one, they don't even know. They don't need to ask how much it costs. They just go get it.
Yes.
That's why it's not for everybody, because everybody can't just go get something.
And I'm not trying to be everybody, but I'm trying to be all things to her. What did I tell you, 484? I want to be the concession stand. I want to be the funnel cake. I want to be the cotton candy. I want to be the roller coasters. I want to be the swing set. I want to be the water rides. I want to be everything to her. Why? Because when you're everything to a woman, she's never going to need from anybody else but you. And the best thing about it is when she decides on making the biggest mistake of her life in leaving you, she's got, you know how many motherfuckers she's going to have to put together? You know how many guys she's going to have to put together? Because one guy's going to be this, one guy's going to be that, another guy's going to be this, and another guy's going to, because any guy she gets with after that is only going to be able to satisfy maybe one thing. And look, hey, 1 out of 20? Come on, dog. 1 out of 20? That means she's going to get satisfied by one guy, right? That means she's looking for 19 more things. So that means she's got to find another guy to supplement B. And there's got to be one to supplement C and D and E. And you know the best thing about it? For every guy she finds to supplement that one thing, what do you think she's thinking about? Well, Greg or Steve over here, they took care of A through Z. I wonder what he's doing right now, or better yet, who else he's doing it with. Because he's not going to sit around on the sideline soaking.
Oh, that's
he's not going
definitely part of it.
He's
'Cause
not
women
gonna,
are,
yeah, go ahead.
Women are so competitive, bro. Oh,
very
women are
competitive.
competitive. You bet your ass that she's over there thinking, whose knees is in her chest right now instead of mine. You know, who's fucking up the sheet? You know what I'm saying? Who has to go change the sheet? You know, later on.
Yes.
Yeah, who's fixing him? Who's fixing him his after beat down bowl of cereal? You know,
exactly. What? And dog, when you really smooth, dog, man, when you really smooth, you see that like the Bluetooth, dog, man, you understand when you playing the slow jams on this motherfucker, you got the slow jams going and stuff like that. And hey, you motherfuckers, let me give y'all a crumb, and we'll talk about this in the membership. But you don't even understand why motherfuckers like me would rather have an instrumental playing of a slow jam than the song itself. Why do you think that, 484? Why do you think I want the instrumental playing instead of the song itself?
I'm not sure about that one.
Because
wait a minute. I thought you were selling the poetry thing, Dean. I thought you sold that to people.
I tried to tell them. They don't understand. I'm about to hit them with that.
Well, come on, dude. If you want your words to tie to the music, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Dog.
That's what versatility does.
Tell him, Greg. Tell him.
Come on, man. You just heard me say when she's talking to me, what am I getting ready to do? I'm going to go to sleep. Or if I'm talking to her, well, man, I just might sit here and look in your eyes for a while.
Exactly.
Think about those things that we may be doing.
Yeah.
Whatever it's going to be, it flows. Because, see, I'm not a scripted individual. Even in the courtroom, I'm not scripted.
Right.
It flows. You know why?
Flows.
Because it's fucking natural.
Yes.
It's like me running this route on you and watching you look real bad because your family's watching you and shit. They may not even give you a ride home.
And like
that's what I'm here to do. It flows naturally.
And for my guys, I got some new poetry out, some new lyrics and all that other stuff. I'm gonna lay those tracks.
Come on,
in the
guys,
thing.
You got to turn these lines and rhymes, man.
You got the power of. They don't understand.
You gotta get away from the mumble rap. You gotta get away from the mumble rap.
Get away from the mumble.
You have to be able to put together. You got
words.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna give you guys something. Go to a spoken word event.
Yes.
And listen to how the guys can speak.
Dog.
Women like listen.
Oh, Greg,
it may
go.
seem corny, but why do you think these love novels and shit sell so well? Because the novels are saying things that you motherfuckers ain't.
Yes.
Because you can't put together two fucking sentences. You know why? Because it became cool to yawn me, feel me, bro. No. And at some point, that shit gets damn old.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, when a motherfucker who can lay out some motherfucking lyrics and some lines and drop some flavor in the air does that shit, and she's like, damn, this motherfucker who's supposed to be a nerd is beating my brains in.
Yes.
And he's getting up and acting just like that other motherfucker.
Yes.
But he got more quality.
Yes.
When it's said and done, anybody can get the dumb motherfucker, the smart motherfucker, that damn unique motherfucker. The Bentley can't be acquired by everybody. Everybody can get that motherfucking Hyundai. You ain't got to have good credit to get the Hyundai. And they don't even ask you about credit when you buy the Bentley. They want to know what your motherfucking bank account about, right? What's your bank account look like? They don't care about that. Man, just, hey, this is what the cost is. Hey, I need that right there. Okay. They'll write down the price, you throw the loot, and you get the keys, and you hauling ass. You ain't even shaking the hands and taking pictures and shit like you do for the regular cars.
There is nothing in the world like like I tell you, there's nothing in the world like your words. That's why for a lot of you guys, y'all young bucks, y'all be like, man, that writing poetry and writing that soft shit, man, fuck that. I ain't saying that shit. Hey, look, don't do it. Don't do it. But let me tell you, let me tell you for the ones that want to get the panties to slide off with you. See, if the most powerful thing that you have is your mouthpiece, your mouthpiece can make a woman do so many things without you. You can have your hands behind your back and blindfolded. And all I need is an ear to whisper in. Just give me your ear. That's all I'm at. I'm blindfolded. You can blindfold me and tie my hands behind my back. And I bet you I can make them panties come off. Why? Because this is what I was saying with the instrumentals, the slow music. It's about setting the mood because it goes back.
Can I give him some secrets, man?
Alley-oop squid. Alley-oop, dog. Give it to him.
Okay, here it is, and I'm finna dunk and shit. I'm finna dunk and shit, leave my leg on your shoulder, and then look at your ass when I went back down the court. Listen, okay, you all need to go back and listen to old school motherfuckers like Smokey Robinson. Listen to Ron Isley sing, and just look at how that shit flows. The reality is, it's unfortunate. This is why so many young cats get mad at old dudes who end up with their leg off of your chick. Y'all ain't saying shit. You're not being different. You're no different than most of these motherfuckers who are throwing lyrics over old school beats. You got to have a niche. You got to have something that makes you unique. You have to be different. Back to you, Dean.
And what makes you different is excuse me, I was about to feel like a sneeze. It's the moment, guys. You don't have to excuse me. You don't have to be like this all the time. There's a time and a place. And if you have the slow music going, you got the slow music going, you got the dim lights, you got the she's sipping on some wine, you just got done eating. You go over there, you grab her hand, and you start dancing with her. And then you kind of take your hand and put it right around her ear, right about right here. And then you go in her ear. And then you just start talking that yak. And that yak is the spoken word of you giving her an example of what it's like. See, this is something that you guys don't do where y'all mess up. When you're having sex with a woman, this is your words. Who pussy is it? You know, what I want you to do is with foreplay or what I call five play. You guys don't even give her the experience, the mental. Y'all are so busy with the physical, rubbing her titties, rubbing her right between her legs. But what about the other spots? What about the non-spots that Christopher Columbus has never explored, but motherfuckers like me have? And guess what? Those spots that I want to touch, I'm going to touch between your ears because I'm going to lay out with my words. I'm going to lay out a story that involves you and me and the whole house, because the whole house will be our playground, and I can be smooth with it. You guys can be also, but you got to be able to learn how to write. Rap music is poetry. Rock music is poetry. Country, Western, all that shit that you hear are lyrics.
The only thing that's different is a pentameter.
Right.
It's pentameter. That's it. Whatever the rhythmic pentameter is what changes it. That's it.
Why do you think
that is it?
Why do you think women like get all sad and soppy and they're driving and they listen to songs and they know the words and they sing it with such passion? Because the words
they feel that shit.
Right. They fuck women. Y'all understand? Words fuck. You don't have to fuck. You can use the words to fuck her. That's why, one of the best things my mentor told me to do, when I was young, told me to start writing poetry. Yeah, I'll admit in the beginning, I was doing the roses are red, violets are blue, and he ripped that shit up, punched me in my chest, and said, speak about shit from your heart. Let it come deep within. Don't just write shit. You want to move mountains in her mind with your words. Because if you can speak it, you can text it. And if you can text it,
you can text it. Yeah.
You motherfucking right. You are you're dangerous. And you know what? A woman that meets a dangerous man is going to fuck him faster. Why? Because like Greg said, most women are competitive. Why? Because they want what other women want, number one. But when they realize, oh shit, like Greg said, dude, I used to live in poetry clubs. And what you guys don't understand, you got some bad let me rewind. Let me rewind that for a second. Hold on, Greg. Let me rewind.
There's some women at spoken word events.
Let me rewind.
And there's some motherfuckers with some lyrics. I'm gonna tell you, there's some motherfuckers that will really get some panties wet.
Panties.
And actually, they say that word in spoken. Rewind. That's right. When you say that real shit, they'll say rewind it to see if you can really motherfucking spit that shit like that again, or she can recite it that way again.
And you know what's great about?
The thing is,
go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying the thing is, our music during our era was so much different than it is today. And, it's like, cats don't realize if you have that element or that niche that makes you different, you stay in the gym. Especially you young cats. There's no excuse for you guys under 40. You have no excuse to not take good care of your body. And then when you can talk, you keep yourself in shape, and you're versatile, which is, I'm going to tell you, this may sound corny, but reading matters because it expands your vocabulary. And let me tell you, motherfucker, something. Don't be reading without a goddamn dictionary. Okay? You don't skip over shit. But the beauty of having, an expanded vocabulary is just like an artist. You give them that blank easel. That chick is your blank easel. And then as you're talking to her, you're painting the picture for her because you paint the picture based upon the easel that you're working on.
Yes.
She is the easel.
All right.
Yes. She is all.
You can look at her and you can look at her and pin a point every time you see her ass.
And that's why, like I say, I got some new stuff.
Eyeliner,
yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop some new because we got to get into erotic poetry anyway. But what I'm saying is, when you get on stage, see, it turns a woman on when you can get on stage and express yourself in a way that has all the women in there wanting you. Because the cool thing about it, Greg, when you get off that stage, all you gotta do is sit down. You get off that stage, just sit down. Sit down and wait for them to come to you. Because they will walk up to you, they will bump into you, they will say, how you doing? That was nice, that was lovely. They are coming to you. Why? Because they're like, God damn, if he's like this outside the bedroom, what the fuck is he gonna do to me in the bedroom, or while we messing around? Because words are very powerful, and that's why some of you guys don't understand this. But think about this, 484. What happens if you're flirty and you know how to use your words correctly? You know what kind of woman she is, and you know how to talk to her. Man, come on, man. The words, when you see a beautiful woman, the words should automatically hit the paper of the experience you want to give her. Now, that experience is not something that you tell her right off the bat. What I want you guys to do, and y'all will learn in the poetry and erotic stuff. Matter of fact, tonight, guys, for my membership guys, I'm gonna send 3 new tracks that I'm working on right now. I got three now and 4 in the chamber, but I'm gonna release those tracks. But I'm gonna talk to you about this and explain it. And guys, you can have the words, the lyrics that I say, you can take them. You can have them. I will let you use this with women. But it's got to be the right time. It's got to be the right place when you use them. You don't use them when you first meet them. You don't use them when you're talking to them. This is when the kissing 101 and the making out, you have that, you slide it right in between the kissing 101 and the making out, because when you can talk shit into a woman's ears, it will make her fucking toes curl like the Wicked Witch on The Wizard of Oz. And that's what we want you guys to see, to be that motherfucking guy. That's what we want from you guys, okay? We want you to be strong-ass men to get women. Every woman wants to be romanced in her mind. Every woman has the fantasy of things that you want to do to her. And a lot of you guys, you cannot express yourselves. But what makes us even more special is when we're an alpha male and we are able to shift it down and open up and allow her to get a bird's eye view of what it will be like to be with us through our words. Man, guys, think about this. If you learn the skill of flirting, you hit her with the text messaging 101, the conversation classes, mix a little bit of master the bedroom, a little bit of dirty talk in there, and then roll that shit when you talking to her late at night, when she's in her bra and panties, lying in the bed, waiting, instead of going in her drawer and grabbing the Willie Mammoth 2000 dildo, she can call you and you can make her play with her pussy, make her submit the pussy, and also make her come that night without even touching the pussy with just your words. Dog, it's a wrap. What do you think the date is gonna be like? What do you think your first date is gonna be like when you do all that? For the regular guy, she's all the way on her side, you're all the way on your side. Yeah, it's really nice out here. Yeah, what do you do for a living? Yeah, well, where'd you go to college? Well, yeah, tell me something about yourself. Yeah, well, how was work? Well, what are you looking for in a guy? What are the qualities? Oh, really? Well, what was your last relationship like? Really? It was like that with him? Wow. Well, I'm sorry you broke up and everything, and I'm not like that. I'm totally that's your life. That's how do y'all do that shit? Dog, when I see her on the first date, we're kissing, we're hugging, she's up under me. We've already made the connection. I'm just bringing, see, when you make the mental connection, that's when reality comes in and she wants to feel the reality, guys. The reality. Remember, this simple. Here we go.
Of course.
I know that. Believe me, I know.
But before I get married, you have to come fuck me. Because I definitely cannot go on and not knowing how good that dick could be.
But see, that's the beautiful thing about it. It's always wondering. It's always wondering. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, eventually. No. No, but seriously, like, I mean, I don't need your dick. I just want one time. I just want to be able to say, damn, that motherfucker is the biggest shit talker, but he can back it up. He can back it up.
Boom. Remember, the mental comes in with the curious of, okay, for a lot of you guys, if you're not talking a good, some of you guys can talk a good game. I give you that. But when it comes time to go into the ball game, you're fucking up. And that's where we're trying to give you. We're trying to make sure we give you all the weapons you need. So when you talk to the woman, not only is she going to want you, but she's going to want the experience of what it is going to be like to kiss you. And and this is where you fuck them up. This is what's so great about this shit. Because with the kissing 101, the making out, and the five play, they're not even ready for that experience. They're already excited to go into the amusement park, but they have no idea how powerful the ride is. They think, again, which is their mistake, that we are like everybody else. We're not like everybody else. We know how to move mountains in our mind, with our hands, with our words, with our mouth, with our tongue. We are very powerful individuals. That's why we are cocky. That's why we are arrogant. And that's why we don't give a fuck. That's why every day is a good day for us, because at any moment and any time we choose to go out there, we're going to get women. Matter of fact, what I want to say to you guys real quick is that we're going to start next week. We're going to hit on the Halloween stuff. And for my Man Mindset membership, we're going to start a little bit getting y'all prepared for y'all special Halloween stuff that I got for you guys. I got something special for my members. But what I want to say for you guys, if y'all want to join the membership, join the membership. We would love to have you in. For everybody else, continue to listen to the show, grab the crumbs and everything you need. You can go to the store. You have Manhood U to go ahead and get products. But for our members, I'm going to, when we get off, I got 3 tracks I'm going to drop 3 romantic tracks to you. You can take those lyrics and break them down. Write the lyrics out, break them down, and start incorporating those in when you're talking dirty. This shit is going to work. I got you guys covered. Anyway, I want to say to the guys, if any of you guys got any questions real quick, y'all can call in 515-605-9373, press 1. But the thing is, for a lot of you guys, remember, if you want to know about the membership, go to themanmindset.com. The first link is the membership, is a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/themanmindset. You'll see 2 sexy women, one blonde, one brunette, that's going to break everything down for you. I'm not doing the talking. They're doing all the talking for me. But they will tell you everything that you get when you're a member. If you don't want to do the membership, you got the Kissing 101 course that you can take. You got the Alpha Code 3 course you can take. So there are different choices of things that y'all can do. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and roll. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If y'all have any questions, hit me up. But for my members out there, just to let y'all know, Saturday we're going to do more Flirting 101 in a webinar. Okay, so we're going to do that on Saturday. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some tracks right now that are brand new, and I'm going to put those tracks into the membership for you guys to have added. Y'all can take my words, break them down, use them however you want, but I need y'all to begin to start writing poetry. Not for yourself, because sooner or later, guys, what we want you to do later on is I want you to be able to get on stage and express yourself in some poetry and watch how much ass you're going to get just being on stage and talking to her. Matter of fact, I might go back on stage again. It's been a while since I've been on stage, but I used to love going on stage and look, hey, man, guys, I'm 46. Do you know who go to poetry clubs? Nothing but college chicks, older chicks. You can't, man, y'all don't even understand. Man, y'all just not ready for it. Anyway, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump off this joint. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me double check something real quick. Let me see something real quick. If they still on, because if they're still on, I'm gonna come back into that. Let me see here. 515-605-9373 is the number. Don't forget Friday. Friday we are going to have a show. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see something here. Okay. Yeah, but like I was saying, guys, Friday we're going to have a show, and I just want to make sure that y'all able to catch it. It's going to be 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But guys, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, hit me up, call in, press 1. I'm about to wrap this up. Let me see if anybody has any questions. If anyone doesn't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But again, guys, it is what you want to do. The bottom line is this. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and play the last thing that she said about men that I didn't play. Listen to this one thing. Listen.
And I'm not talking about every single woman in the world, but the majority of our women that are caught up in all the things I talk about in my videos, liberalism, feminism, into reality television shows, addicted to social media. The average woman today, these are the women that chase after these alpha males. They want that dominant male that's going to use them for sex and not call them until they want sex from them again. And that woman will feel very insecure after each one of these encounters with the alpha male, and she'll go running back to her submissive beta male and complain about how she, complain about all of her emotional baggage, and he will be there to rub her head and a shoulder to cry on, and, oh, you're such a good man. And then she will turn around and, when that alpha male calls her again in the middle of the night, she will go running every single time. And she will constantly try to get that alpha male to be with her. And she will never, obtain that, because alpha females do not chase alpha males. So, I did my best to try to explain it, folks. I think, maybe there's a little bit more to it, but that's the best way I can explain it. It just goes back to instincts.
There you go. So I just want y'all to think about that stuff, man, okay? Very important. It's a game changer. And hopefully with this show, you will understand that what you are right now is not enough to keep your woman satisfied. And as long as your woman isn't satisfied, she will always look for guys like me, because I'm going to make damn sure that I'm going to be able to fulfill every need she has, not her wants. That's your job. My job is to fulfill her needs. Okay, guys? So let me say thank you to the chat room. My chat room guys out there want us to give y'all love. I appreciate you guys out there, man. I just want to let you guys know that when you get part of the membership, we got tons of information on there right now. We're going to continue to put stuff up there for you guys. We're going to release more PDF files and all that other stuff. We got lots of stuff to give you. We just got to take our time and slow feed you this stuff. But there's lots of information on there, lots of studying to do, and really getting yourself together. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say troubleshooting guide for my members. We are all constantly trying to work on y'all, and we got nothing but love for you guys, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we want you. Man, all I ask from my guys is when you fucking that chick doggy style, that fine ass chick, just stop mid-stroking, look up in the air and be like, this one's for you, Steve. This one's for you. That's all I'm saying, dog. I'm not asking for much. Guys. Come on, man. So you just got to understand, and I do want to say, she did say something as far as alpha females don't chase alpha males, right? But I want to say something about that. She's right. They don't chase. What they do is they crawl. Why? Because whenever an alpha meets another alpha, there can only be one. So she might be an alpha beta, but for some of you guys, she might be an alpha. But to an alpha, she can never be past or surpass an alpha. No woman can ever surpass a king. A king will always be a king. And she can be the king of her domain, but when she gets around another king, she must submit that to that guy, because an alpha will not put up with anybody who wants to walk in front of them unless he allows them to. So I just want to let you guys know that. Anyway, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this show up, man. Thank you very much for these 2 hours. We got an hour show to do on Friday. And don't forget the membership, guys. We're going to do something on Saturday. But what I'm going to do right now for you guys is I'm going to give you 3 brand new erotic poetry tracks that I have recorded in my little K-Cast studio. Take those lyrics, use those lyrics, write those lyrics down, and kind of break those down or try to incorporate those when you are with a woman. Don't forget, guys, make sure you go to Best Buy. I'm going to tell everyone, go to Best Buy and get these Bluetooth speakers. They're only $9 a piece. You get 3 of them. Put one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, and one in the living room. If you don't have the Ultimate Bachelor Pad, get that product because this is definitely a part of it. You want to be able to show her when she walks in that not only you're flirting from the beginning, but when she goes into your crib, you're also sexual. So anyway, man, I'm going to go ahead and roll, man. But thank you. Let me see if I can play the music. Here we go. Listen to it. Listen. Oh, shit. When you hear that noise, that means it's about to be on, motherfuckers. Anyway, man, I'm the motherfucking Dean, guys. Yes. And also, yes, I do want to understand the discounts that you had all month long and even the discounts that you had the weekend of my birthday, those carry over into the Man Mindset membership. So when you get into the membership, you will go to the very first link because we have so many links that we put out right now. We have so many links that we've already put out. The very first one in the membership is the PDF file and the link to the store. So make sure you do that. And then October 1st, the password will change because for those who want to keep going, it'll change. It'll carry over. For those who don't, they won't get the access to that. So just want to let you guys know that. But anyway, guys, hey man, y'all want to holler at your boy, holler at me. But I gotta drop these because I'm about to get in the studio tonight and I'm about to drop some more lyrics and stuff. So I'm gonna drop some lyrics for you. I got a lot of other stuff for you, but don't forget, guys, I will also post the time we're gonna do the webinar, and I will also have the link in there. And if you missed the webinar, don't worry. We're gonna take that webinar and we'll put it in the membership if you missed it, so you will be a part of it some way, somehow, okay? We want to make sure that you are part of all of this, but we're going to get into more of the flirting because what's important here, guys, is the flirt tactics that you need to use now. This is the third element we never talked about. We've always talked about the texting. We talked about making out. Now we're talking about the thing that you need to incorporate in every phase, and we're doing that for our members because we want to take care of you motherfuckers. Like, no, oh, hear that? Boo! It says, shut up, Steve. Don't talk no more. Anyway, all right, man. So anyway, y'all have a good night. And remember, guys, at the end of the motherfucking day, I don't care who the fuck you are, make sure that you do 2 things now. Number 1 is look in that mirror at that guy that you see in that mirror and tell him, I'm coming for you. Tell that motherfucker that I'm coming to catch you. I might not pass you, but motherfucker, I'm coming for you. Tell that guy in the mirror that. And the second thing is make sure you check out the graveyard because everybody, I don't care who you are, we don't have tomorrow guaranteed to us. So I want you guys to make sure that you live every fucking day like it's going to be your last. And motherfucker, if you meet a woman, you better talk to her like it's going to be your last. Don't be all thirsty and desperate. Learn how to flirt and be more smooth and seductive. All right, guys, I'm the motherfucking Dean, man. I will see you motherfuckers on Friday. My members, I'm going to post in a few minutes. And also, guys, I'm going to see you on Saturday where we have the seminar, the webinar, the 40-minute joint. And we're going to go more into flirting and we're going to connect the boot camp. We just released a boot camp that I think is like 30, 40 minutes. And we're going to start connecting those dots as well. getting more into flirting tactics and building yourself up. All right, man. Man, hey, guys, much love to you motherfuckers, man. I'm out this bitch, man.